So, mal gucken, ob wir ihn einfangen. Ach, das Auge.
Warm the dead, huh? Let's give it a try.
My embers are rekindled by my own fire, and I live again, at least while it lasts.
Were you actually dead? What was it like?
Cold and dark, an empty void with no air to breathe or burn, and endless time to feel the lack of life. That is what waits for us both.
Since I brought you back to life, will you make me something?
As I did before, I will do again, spending my meager heat and bringing my final end. But you still must bring me a work order.
Okay. Er hatte gesagt, als wir auf den Flügel geworfen haben, dass er das Auge.
Did you help make the stream made in the mysteries of the deep?
I work in metal and shape with flame. The living have no place upon my anvil. Whoever this maiden is, she was forged by others' deeds.
Warte mal.
Goodbye.
You have said so before.
You might want this.
Der Einäugige unter den
We shall
Blinden.
see, eh? It's good to see through another's eye, though the world is still as it was. Thank you for that gift.
So, how's the eye?
It serves well enough, and the world looks a bit less dark than it was before.
Goodbye.
So, Moment. Theorie, beziehungsweise These draus machen, ne?
My wing.
Huh? Wing? I see you.
Nicht das Auge.
What did he see in the end?
Wo ist der? Da.
His last testament.
Oh, warte mal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm not holding.
Nee, den da. Den Fimbul Fambi. Das sieht so cool aus.
No. Don't you see? At last, I was truly in the dark. A world without words, or memories, or visions. With nothing but the sound of doves' wings. Please, won't you let me go back?
Rest in peace, old man. Rest in peace. It's dead. I'd rather not watch the world burn.
The woman, the head, the rat, the freak, the scribe. Death follows you like a shadow, doesn't it?
Wir brauchen aber noch was Metall. Oh. Ah, der ist schon wieder da. Abhauen. Wir brauchen aber noch irgendwas aus Metall oder so. Der hat hier nichts, ne? Wir brauchen noch ein Metall. Ich kann die Walküre, glaube ich, in Gang setzen. Aber ich wollte vorher hier noch irgendwas schmieden. Aber ich sehe gerade, ich brauche Metall. Also wir könnten das hier...
First, lay a worthy ore upon the anvil.
Das ist eine gute Frage. Nee, die darf ich nicht noch. Die darf ich nicht benutzen. Weil das ist schon von ihm was Geschaffenes und das muss in der Welt bleiben, so wie es ist.
It worked.
Oh nein.
Time to walk, I guess. It's a long way down, but I've fallen farther. That fall is not gonna be fun. Well, here goes.
I'm just waiting for the day that you give me that dumb blank look again. And I get to say, I don't want to tell you a joke. A lot easier than coming up with no material.
Warte mal.
A fool gets a box. He knows he shouldn't open, but he opens it anyway. All the horrors of the world come pouring out. Disease and death, loss and loneliness, revulsion and regret. Fool falls to the ground, trembling with fear, says to himself, at least there's hope at the bottom. Then a phone rings, and a voice on the other end says, what bottom?
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
What bottom?
Ich brauche noch ein Metall. Ah, warte mal.
It feels like real hair, but it's made of gold.
Metall. Wir haben Metall. Okay. Nicht schon wieder.
Did you really think you could cut through this knot that easily? All you're doing is raveling and unraveling the same sorry thread that's guided you through the maze of a miserable life. How many times do you need to be told? This ends at the top of the park.
Was habe ich doch eigentlich vor? Wir wollen es doch beenden. So, warte mal. Geht das mit dem... Ja, echt, ey.
I hope I'm doing the right thing.
Cold Call, was da? Flügel, goldene Flügel. Ah.
For the last time, I bid you stand aside.
Können wir damit oben da... Oh, warte mal.
Behold the wings, fit for one who would soar and glide. My last, best work.
Oh, oh.
It didn't work.
Ups. Upsala. Upsie.
They're far too heavy for me. There really is nothing inside them now. Here we go again. I need to put them on first.
Okay, Entschuldigung. So.
I'll need a little more elevation.
Was?
What the hell happened? Ah! Whatever it is, it's out of reach. I can't get my arms free enough for a good swing. It's pulling me in.
Okay.
Ha!
Für ein Schwingen. Los. Das dann, ne?
It's out of reach. I can't reach it. It's out of reach. It's shielding its eyes. It's shield.
Messer? Ja. Ey, meine Sachen. Meine Sachen. Deadland?
What the hell is going on?
Don't tell me you're expecting a joke. Fine. Don't worry, it's all in your... Sometimes you fall behind, sometimes you get a... Wow, you're really in over your... You know, the thing is, it's never clear till the end whether something's a comedy or a tragedy. If the Reverend Doctor only brings the good word, Juliet wakes up in Romeo's arms. And if he doesn't, never was a story of more woe.
Way too big to be mine. Way too big to be mine.
Ja, ein bisschen.
He's the one with the mouth, unfortunately.
Was steht denn jetzt hier auf dem Plakat?
It's an ad for Balm of Gilead. There's a photo of a mysteriously beautiful woman with the caption, "Is there?" Find out today at the shooting gallery.
Da steht diesmal was anderes.
It's an ad. Find out. I warned you about the rides, didn't I? Hey, over here.
Wir sind im Totenreich.
Thank God. You've got to get me out of here. We need to get back to her. We were so close. And then the dark thing did whatever it did.
Da unten steht Ego
And ever
dran.
since, I've just been stuck. Seriously, just smash the glass and help. I don't know how this happened. It feels like I've been in here a long time, but I can't remember how I got here. Was it you who put me here? No, I can't believe that. Listen, we need to reconnect. This situation, this separation, it isn't good for either of us. Mens sana and corpore sano and all that. Don't look at me. I'm stuck in a box. You need to walk around, see where we are, and figure out how to get back to where we should be. Are you all right? Just take care of yourself. Ourself. Myself. It's time for you to get to work. Dark and deep. Nothing but darkness down there. That's not a real head.
Glied.
It's like a cross between a croquet mallet, a shillelagh, and a nightmare. It's a limb of something.
Okay.
Hey, careful. Much better.
Was ist das hier? Oh.
Did you miss me? Sadly, we're stuck together, like a canker in a rose. Et in purgatorio ego. Trust me, my lot's much worse than yours. To be stuck at your stumbling pace, sharing in your shame, unable to abide or abort, to forgive or forget. Familiarity, my fool. doth breed contempt.
Here goes nothing.
Oh. Ach, guck mal, wir können uns bewegen. Was ist das da? Was ist das da? Was ist das?
What the hell? You?
Yes, me. Now listen. In the world of entomology, an imago is an insect in its final mature state, typically winged. In the world of psychotherapy, however, an imago is an idealized mental image of another person, wielding great power over the psyche, power to unify the fragmented body, Lacan writes. In Latin, of course, the word means image, or echo, or phantom.
What are you talking about?
Whichever it was that you sought in the pit, the last stage of growth, the idealized person of another, or a ghost in the dark, I advise you to look up, not down in your search. You can fall to your end, but not to a proper ending.
Wait. What does it all mean?
Brother, we cicadas crawl through the dark earth for 6,000 days, just to fly for a few brief weeks of light and love. You ask me what it means. I tell you, do not waste your wings, and do not spurn the mana you are given.
I can't just pick it up with my hands.
Na toll, wir haben aber nichts zum Einsammeln.
The webs are too thick and strong. I can't break through them.
Jetzt haken wir sie.
It's the wrong tool for the job.
Jetzt haken wir sie nicht.
Is someone there? Or is it just the wind?
If.
It's a raven with a shrunken version of my head. Hello? It seems to be ignoring me. It's part of the structure, or whatever this is.
Das ist Musik.
It's like looking in the worst mirror imaginable, except he doesn't have eyes. The eye is never satisfied with seeing. You look just like me. Two men can look the same, and yet see very differently. No, really. Are you me? A stranger asks a blind man, "Who am I?" But how can he possibly expect an answer? Wait, tell me your name. Yes? I don't know. You see? See what? That you are begging the question. Well, what's your name? The dead know nothing. They have no further reward, and even their name is forgotten. It's not just you. Everywhere I look here, I see us. Ego of egos. All is ego. You really don't know your name? Well, I remember the name Gershom, but whether it's mine, or yours, or both of ours, I can't quite say. What I can tell you is, a good name is better than a fine perfume. Listen, I was trying to get to a woman, and this thing, this dark thing, it became a crab. And I think I killed it, but somehow it sent me here, wherever here is. And I need to get back to her somehow. That much I know.
The dead, who have already died, are happier than the living, who are still alive.
But isn't death different here?
You ask, but I can't possibly answer. For in the realm of the dead, there is neither knowledge nor wisdom.
Even if you can't tell me about death, at least tell me how to get back to her.
There is a time to search, and a time to give up.
What if I'm not ready to give up?
Pity anyone who falls, and has no one to help them.
I don't want your pity. I want a way back to her.
The sun rises and the sun sets, and hurries back to where it rises. Even a fool knows that if he wants to go back the way he came, he just needs to retrace his steps.
Why are you just sitting here, letting that snake thing drip venom on you?
When I could see, I saw a tree with a snake, and thought it the tree of knowledge. So I sat and hoped to learn. Now I'm blind and have nowhere else to go.
Is there anything I can do to help with the snake?
Once, I think, there was a woman who caught the snake's venom in a bowl as it fell, and spared me some suffering. Now I wonder if she was just a dream, or whether she became the tree, or was the tree all along.
Weil ja oben ist so eine Schale, ne?
Is there anything I can...
If you could find a
Ach so.
way to catch the venom.
I've got a feeling I'm gonna need a work order.
Peeking ahead? Or have you guessed that what has been done will be done again? Well, if a fool wants to break free of a glass house, he only needs to throw a stone.
Do you have any meat? Or bread?
No. The fool folds his hands together and eats his own flesh.
Are you sure you don't have any meat?
I have none. As I said, the fool eats his own flesh.
Are you sure?
I have not.
Have you learned anything sitting here?
Yes. I learned that in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What happened to your eyes? Did you feed them to that snake thing?
No, I looked the wrong way for wisdom, and the bitter poison I saw left me blind. But in time, I learned that while the wise have eyes in their heads, and the fool walks in darkness, the same fate overtakes them both.
So what is the fate of blind fools and wise men?
Chasing after the wind.
Are you sure you don't
Oh,
have
okay.
none? There used to be a tree here, and an old man. What happened?
The wheel is broken at the well, and days have lengthened like a shadow.
No, really, where are we? And what happened to the carnival?
Do not say why were the old days better than these, for it is not wise to ask such questions.
What are those quotes you keep spouting?
The assembled wisdom of worthless toil.
Why can't you just speak for yourself?
Because fools multiply words, while a man worn by wisdom knows there is nothing new under the sun.
Goodbye.
Remember the days of darkness, for there will be many.
Your
Ugh. Oh, Steine. Ich sehe Steine.
They were helpful last time. good handful of rocks.
Well, I'm glad we're seeing eye to eye.
Achso, das geht ja nicht rüber. Doch.
Human skulls in another kind of shooting gallery, except without any gun. I can't reach the skulls, and there's no gun to shoot them with.
Who would have that sweet balm of Gilead? Some visitor, gently rapping, tapping, nothing more.
Nee.
There's no gun.
Ich glaube, ach, hier, glaube ich, muss der Strom durch.
Tremble, shamed and daunted. There is something you have wanted. One thing only, nothing more. Waiting here, within a bottle, the promise of surcease of sorrow, a vacant past, and no tomorrow. Will you take it, we implore?
Yes?
Take it, we implore.
I've had enough of their mockery. It's not long enough to reach them.
So.
There's a bottle labeled Balm of Gilead. It's empty.
Oh, blind stranger, thought you in this place of danger to find some friendly face or welcome manger, some escape within a drawer? Fool! There is no balm, no calm, no Aiden. Gilead is gone, and so's your maiden. So keep this pain inside your cranium and bear its burden evermore.
Ah, wir haben eine Flasche. Wir kommen da nicht zurück. So, was haben wir denn hier?
And I thought he looked bad when his fire went out. Is anyone there? 8-3?
Atri, that is my name.
Why have you called me?
You said your name was Atri, but in another place. I think I knew you as 8-3.
Atri died, so that 8-3 might live. So, there he was, and here I am.
So you two are the same person?
How many lives, how many selves have you scattered across this place and the other one? You should know by now that every man contains a multitude, and life is a process of elimination.
So Atri was eliminated?
In time, a man's name becomes the sum of his shames. It turns poisonous. It shrinks him and sickens him until he thinks the whole world is made of poison. And then he thinks, better to come of age again, to be a number, the sum of primes, highly cototient. Yes, there's safety in numbers. And so poisonous Atri is left behind, and industrious 8-3 soldiers on.
You were one of the ones who did whatever it was you did to Nineveh, aren't you?
And you're one of the ones who blames the doctor for the sickness he couldn't stop. So here in your head, you've painted me a poisoner, and a freak, and a dwarf, and a number. So, which of us makes monsters?
Doktor nicht retten konnte? Giftmischer im Kopf?
What the hell do you mean, I make monsters?
I am but a walking shadow. This is your game to play. You picked the pieces, laid the board, and made the rules.
What did you mean when you said, here in my head?
You walked through your mouth to get here. Where else did you think we were?
Oh.
I thought we were in Deadland.
Where could the land of the dead be, other than our memories?
In another place, you, or 8-3, made things for me. Can you do that for me here?
With what? I have nothing but my own burning shame. And even here, no work is done without an order.
Goodbye.
A funny phrase, you know. Once, it meant God be with you. Does that really seem a fitting farewell in this pit?
I guess that's what passes for an anvil here.
Das ist viel.
Looks even less fun than before.
Tollwütiger Mann. Ja, Steine. Ich glaube, das war nicht gut. hier runter?
Maybe a proper ending would be better. Maybe.
Nee.
That's not going to work. I might need it. It doesn't look interested. It seems to be ignoring me.
Plan.
Good for the goose, good for the whatever that is.
My tooth!
Tooth?
Okay, ich nehme alles mit, was ich kriegen kann.
My finger!
Finger, eh? It's illegible.
Ah, mal wieder.
Let the G be miswritten. Alas, Allele, Alleluia.
My ass!
You can't fool me into writing vulgarity.
Is.
That's... It's another raven that looks like me. What are you?
A man dreaming he's a bird? Or am I a bird dreaming he's a man? Either way, I'm just a fragment of your imagination.
Don't you mean a figment of my imagination?
Partly.
What happened to this place?
Life has killed the dream you dreamed. But don't
Weiß ich
worry,
nicht. Mal gucken.
everything else here is dead too. That's why they call it Deadland.
I was flying to a woman and then a crab grabbed me. And somehow, when it was all over, I wound up here. How can I get back to her?
I heard a joke once. I think the punchline is, carry on.
Can't you help me get back to her?
I can't even help you get back to you.
Deadland? Am I?
A headless man walks in a world of ghosts and he wonders, am I a dead man dreaming he's alive? Or a live man dreaming he's dead?
Goodbye.
Fair far, if that's your fate.
I guess that cicada threw up some of the roots it was chewing on.
Mal gucken. Gute Nacht. Danke fürs Reinschauen. Die Frage ist, brauchen wir hier Metall oder sowas? Ich glaube nicht, oder? Warte mal. Ich will mal was gucken. Wir
Can you
brauchen
work
es
with
nicht.
that?
Oh, yes. Only black bile defies my craft. This is what's left from intellect gnawing at the roots of wisdom. From it would come something incisive. You need only bring me a tool and give your order. It is an order, but how can I obey without a tool?
Will this do?
Uah. Okay, damit kann man...
There is tooth, fit for one who would bite deeply.
Damit können wir das Netz aufmachen, oder?